Come on, Carter, radio in and let's get out of here.
Falk, Agent Weaver, anyone?
Copy, Agent Carter. Sky Ranger 1 reads you. I've got Falk and Weaver, and I am inbound to your location.
Cover there.
No sweat.
Moving, cover me!
I don't like the
Look at that bomb up there. Would you rather head back to the base?
Should be fine, as long as we don't start any tests. Right?
Here they come! Open fire! More of those things!
They're down below! Let us know where you want us, Carter!
Put up a turret! Finish it off!
Deploying turret!
Time to put this one to bed!
Reloading!
Where's Falk? Can you see him?
Come on, Falk! Come on! Carter! Bill! Heads up!
More pods incoming! Don't know how long we can hold out! Holding ground! Focus on that target!
It's mine!
Take it down!
It's mine! Keep on firing!
Focus on that target!
Just watch me!
Attack!
Taking aim! It's down!
That's the last of them.
Carter, we're seeing enemy forces inbound to you.
These fuckers aren't gonna stop. Over there.
Be there in 2 shakes.
I can do that. Set up a gun! Sky Ranger, how fast can you clear the test site's blast radius?
Blast radius? Carter, what are you...
I'm gonna start the test sequence. It's the only way to keep them from following us. And get some payback.
Carter,
He's right, sir. Sky Ranger's built for speed, but it's no match for those outsider ships.
all right, do it.
Good. Let's give those bastards something to remember.
You really going to start the test sequence, Carter?
Listen, we're not safe and we're sure as hell not done fighting. Do exactly what I say, and we'll get through this.
Yes, sir.
We're with you, Agent Carter.
More inbound!
Up in the sky! We got it coming!
There it is! The Sky Ranger!
Sky Ranger to Carter. Agent Carter, respond.
This is Carter. Cutting it close, aren't you?
We're coming in. Get on board. In visual range now, sir. Preparing final approach. Control, this is Sky Ranger 1 requesting permission to land.
Copy, Sky Ranger. Permission granted. You are cleared for pad number 3.
Gonna take more than a hole in the ground to beat those things. Just admit it, you're impressed. So, what is the Bureau anyway?
Bureau of Operations and Command.
Never heard of it.
You were never meant to. This base wasn't meant to be operational for another year. We've called in every operative we had earmarked for the project, but, well, let's just say that we'll be a bit understaffed.
Director Falk, sir. Welcome back.
These two are with me.
At least this location is secure.
And I intend for it to stay that way. I'll be giving a report to all staff at 0300. Report to the operations room at that time. I have a lot to prepare, Carter. Agent Weaver will show you around.
Down here, Carter. Come on. When Ivan put Sputnik up, the brass got scared. This project became top priority. Off the books, of course.
That did it. Hold it there. Don't move it. All right, people. Show's over. Back to work.
Carter, this is Nico Da Silva, Senior Field Agent. Nico, you'll be sharing your workspace with Agent Carter.
Welcome to the most advanced facility on Earth.
Falk wants him up and running ASAP. Time is of the essence. Straight from his mouth.
Gotcha. Well, come on. Our office is right over here. That Weaver is one tough broad. So, this is us. This is my desk here. Yours is over there. Get comfortable, Will. Things as they are. This is both your office and your quarters. Do you mind if I call you Will?
Yes, I do mind.
Well, I'm not calling you Agent Carter. I might be military, but I'm not that formal.
I prefer William.
Yeah, well, I prefer Nico, even if my mother insists on calling me Nicholas. There are some things that are just beyond our control.
I can see we'll be fast friends, you and I.
Glad to hear it. My supply of friends got cut a bit short lately.
That all, Da Silva?
For now, sure. You have any questions, just ask. And one more thing.
Yeah?
The old man, Director Falk. He's a hard man to impress, but you managed it. Not what I expected after reading your file. Only pleasant surprise I've had all day.
You seem like you know your way around this place.
I don't typically work out of this facility. Hell, no one really did until today. I'm with the NSA, but my post for the past few months has been with a small team that reports to Director Falk.
Anomalies. What type?
Different types, but all, well, supernatural. Sounded silly to say it until a few hours ago. Mostly weather oddities, but also we've been recovering deposits of this Illyrium stuff.
Who else is on this team?
It was supposed to be kept small until it was needed. Now, people who were pre-flagged for recruitment are coming in. Well, the ones that are still alive.
People were pre-selected? From where?
From the military, the clandestine service, DIA, even some civvies. No one knew that they were selected until they got the call. As of this morning, Falk activated the project and sent that call out.
And before today?
For the last few years, it's just been a couple dozen specialists. But now, we got a lot of new squaddies to bring up to speed.
I need to get myself oriented. Let's talk later.
Sure thing, Will. Good to have you on board. Sounds like the director's about to start. Come on, let's get the good seats.
Lights. We are at war, and not the one we were expecting. Groom range, 2100 hours. Survivors, 6. In just a few minutes, our enemy managed to destroy the primary Strategic Command Center. By 2130, Strategic Command itself ceased to exist. Our combined military forces have been routed. The comms have gone dark. The red phone will not be ringing. And that is why, as of now, I, Myron Falk, am assuming command of what's left of our nation's defenses. The Bureau was founded to coordinate resistance forces in the event of a complete and successful Soviet invasion. That mission remains the same, even if our enemy does not. We now face an opponent from beyond our world, whose identity is yet unknown. But make no mistake, this enemy has crippled us. They have technology decades beyond what we possess. We must make it our own. Their weapons will become our weapons, and when they do, we shall annihilate them. I give you new orders. Survive, adapt, win. Welcome to XCOM.
A year? Will, you can't go on a year.
I'm sorry, Jules. Country needs me.
Your family needs you.
No! No, I can help them. Let me help them!
Will! Carter! Hey, Will, wake up!
What?
Jesus, Carter. How is it you look worse than before you went to sleep?
I'm fine. And you yelling for me to wake up doesn't help.
I wasn't the one yelling.
I haven't slept more than a couple hours in years.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't worry about it. Like I said, this is our office and our bunks. Maybe someday they'll get the barracks up and running.
No, I mean, I barely sleep at all.
Well, can't say I blame you. Not after the morning you had. Anyway, Falk's looking for you. Wants you in his office. ASAP, as always.
I'd better go see what the old man wants.
See you later, Will.
5.
Damn thing's doing it again.
November.
Carter, you hearing this?
Where are you headed with this?
Just running it over to the armory.
I wasn't told about any deliverance.
In case you haven't noticed. Lighthouse, point 1. Lighthouse. Hey, I get one of the white coats here.
You were there. You saw what he was capable of.
I did. It's just... His file paints a different picture. Speak of the devil.
Carter, good. Agent Weaver is afraid you don't play well with others. I tend to see that as an asset.
What do you want from me, sir?
You're not here in this facility by chance. I brought you here quite purposefully. I've been following your career for some time.
Why me? I've been behind a desk since... well, for a while.
Yeah, but you were a hell of an agent before you sat behind that desk. And what's more, I know what put you behind that desk.
The brass put me there.
Sure, the brass made the call. But it was you who kept yourself there.
I don't need another round of psychobabble. I had enough of that from the company's shrinks after the incident.
It was an accident, Carter. Beyond your control.
Right, yeah. And next you tell me how I can't save everyone.
It's too late for that. But you can save some of them. And right now, that might be enough.
Right. Well, I'm with you, Falk. If only because, for all we know, this clown show you're running here is all that's left of our nation's defenses.
Then that makes you one of the nation's best weapons.
What's our plan?
Our first order of business is to get this facility running at full capacity. I believe our best shot at defeating an enemy with superior technology is to take that technology from them and make it our own.
And we got the facilities to do that?
We're still finishing construction on the lab, but we've already got one of the best leading the team, Dr. Dressner. And he won't be doing it alone. I'm in the midst of organizing field teams to be sent on recon and recruitment missions for other specialists.
I'm heading down to the ready room.
De Silva will meet you there and help you assemble a team. Get moving.
To conclude, all signs show a pattern of systemic interference that cannot be explained by known enemies.
Excellent work as always, Falk. But I'm not sure what you're suggesting.
These activities aren't from the Reds. They aren't from any known source on Earth, so we must examine alternative sources.
You mean to say aliens?
It's more likely than you think. We cannot afford to be caught off guard.
Oh, okay, Myron. I think you've been working too hard. Take a little time off, maybe a vacation and...
No, listen, this is too important to ignore. My team has already uncovered a half dozen potential cases of outside interference.
No, you listen. I have a meeting with the general. I will not have you making a laughing stock out of this department. General.
Two. Message repeats. 250.
Better make a note of this and talk to one of the radio operators.
9.
You probably ought to run that by Operator Chelsky.
Message repeats.
Might be important.
250. November 892.
You the dispatcher?
A little more than that, Agent Carter. I'm Chief Information Officer with the Bureau.
Information officer? What does that mean?
I oversee the dispatchers, but in addition to that, I also manage our public communications and keep our profile low. And for now, my job is also keeping the public from knowing the scope of the threat.
Because rioting mobs of civilians are the last thing we need right now.
Exactly. You and your agents contain the enemy's attacks, and my operators will keep the public panic level in check.
And if we can't keep the enemy contained?
In that case, civilian unrest is the least of our problems, isn't it?
The radio's been playing a strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcaster could bypass the worst of the jamming that way.
It could be survivors. We could bring them in.
It's worth checking out. I'll have Operator Hughes run the radio while you give us the data.
First, set the range to... Set the range to 500.
Now the direction?
Set the direction west.
And the frequency?
Set the frequency to 892 megahertz.
Checking ultra-high frequency.
try again. I know there's a message out there.
If you say so.
First, set the range to... Set the range to 100.
Now the direction?
Set the direction north.
And the frequency?
Set the frequency to 374 megahertz.
Checking medium frequency.
I've taken enough of your time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir?
Isn't the enemy jamming all communications?
Yes. Most broadcasting equipment is facing heavy interference, cutting effective range down to less than 5% of normal.
Then how are you...
Our equipment is significantly more robust. We're still communicating at approximately 90% of effective range. The best of the best, you know.
What does the population know?
They're worried about the communications blackout, but our operatives in the major cities are keeping them in line.
Keeping them in line? You make it sound like they've declared martial law.
Nothing as heavy-handed as that. Just a series of emergency preparedness tests. They'll be tense, but orderly.
Thanks for the information.
Just doing my job. Yes, sir?
The radio's been playing a strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcaster could bypass the worst of the jamming that way.
It could be survivors. We could bring them in.
It's worth checking out. I'll have Operator Hughes run the radio while you give us the data.
First, set the range to... Set the range to 250.
Now the direction?
Set the direction north.
And the frequency?
Set the frequency to 892 megahertz.
Checking ultra-high frequency. Nothing. Wait. What is... It's survivors. They're trying to warn others of the attack.
Reply. Tell them they aren't alone. We'll do what we can to assist.
We'll dispatch someone to help, but we'll also have to make sure they stop broadcasting immediately. We can't risk that information spreading.
As long as they get rescued.
Welcome aboard, sir.
What do they look like?
I heard some of them look like us.
No way. I've seen them. They look like some kind of... I don't know, some kind of monsters or something. You lost, pal? Well, ready room's that way. How's it going, Agent Carter?
Yes, Director. I'll tell him right away.
Take a seat, gentlemen. Director Falk has personally chosen you for this initiative. I will be your team leader. It's an honor to work with you, Agent De Silva. We're all
Come on, Will.
honored, I'm
We need to
sure,
talk.
but the director wasn't very clear.
The old man just called down. Says one of the scientists is missing. Disappeared, along with his research in high explosives.
Does Falk think he's gone rogue?
Maybe, but we can't risk a panic. Nils is tracking him down, but you need to get a team ready to help, quick and quiet.
Director Falk said something about unusual.
This is a list of available agents. Falk has gathered everyone he could find from all the agencies. All of them specialists, all of them the best at what they do.
Who are we looking for? We believe we have uncovered a new enemy of the state. We will be investigating the exact nature of their organization. Oh, understood. I think. You can put us up against anybody in the world, sir.
The fearless commando puts himself at risk to draw out a target. The target sacrifices accuracy and defense and can be lured into an ambush.
Carter, I chased the infiltrator to the morgue. There's no way out of there.
Wait for me, Nils. I'll get your back.
I'll wait as long as I can, but we can't risk leaving him with those explosives.
I'm on my way.
Carter, head through the armory and take a left for the elevator. I'll send your team up to join you.
Damn it, Nils. Hold on.
Attention, code blue, Bay 4. Sky Ranger Charlie 4-2 inbound with heavy casualties. Medical units at Bay 4.